And that game against Brooklyn, it's a good checkpoint to see how they fare. It's the 5th contest on the year for them and a chance to evaluate where they stand.
So let's take a look at the Los Angeles Lakers starting lineup. They've got DeAndre Ayton. Rui Hachimura is out there with Jared Vanderbilt. Then it's Luka Doncic, and it's Reeves in a 2-guard. And for the Timberwolves, Conley and Ant are the 1 and the 2. Julius Randle out there with Rudy Gobert. And it's McDaniels in at the small forward position. Still very early, Clark, but some teams off to a blistering start.
Well, my motto, Brian, is that you can enjoy it and should while it lasts. Everybody's going to hit some air pockets and turbulence at some point. It's how you navigate that determines the outcome of your season. You know, defensively, you just can't afford to give him that much room. They're fortunate that he missed that one.
Vanderbilt, a screen on Conley. Doncic passes to Ayton. Back to Doncic. Over Gobert. It's rebounded by Minnesota.
Boy, you've got to be there defensively. I mean, that's an easy mid-range jumper that he'll typically drain.
And he might not blow you away with numbers, but there's a reason why McDaniels is on the floor so often, Clark.
Hey, B.A., I love his versatility at both ends of the floor. He knows exactly what's needed from him by his team. He gives it to him. He doesn't need a lot of touches. He just plays the game. I love his motor, love his consistency. He is the epitome of a value-utility guy.
Now here's Vanderbilt. Pass to Hachimura. And here's Doncic. McDaniels covering. Now here's Ayton. Ooh, Gobert with a steal. And here we go. The Timberwolves on the run. And Edwards with the basket on the assist by McDaniels.
Boy, Edwards doing a nice job excelling in transition. Has a really good understanding of how to fill the lane and get where he needs to be.
Ayton, no good.
You know, I think the effort on defense there has everything to do with why he missed that shot. Well done.
Randle, always a nice way to start, makes his first one.
Getting the ball to somebody ready to stroke it. Selfless play by Edwards there.
Here's Doncic. It's blocked by Gobert. Out of bounds as Los Angeles keeps possession. Just over a minute and a half in. Here's Doncic going inside. That one falls. He's now 1 for 3.
Speedy drive by Doncic. That doesn't quite go together. He usually is going at his home pace, but he does take advantage of holes when he sees it.
Edwards, no good.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
To the middle. Here's Ayton. That one falls. Great setup by Doncic.
Yeah, when you let Ayton get the ball close, it's over. DeAndre is just too skilled.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, I had a chance to catch up with head coach Chris Finch. He had a sleepless night trying to figure out how to stop Luka Doncic. He said it's rare to see a player force the other 9 players on the floor to play at his pace. It's very methodical. Like a machine, he said Doncic shows no mercy. Brian?
Okay, thanks, Allie.
Zero hesitation from Reeves that time. He never lacks confidence.
And Luka Doncic is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul of the game. First quarter of basketball. Just over 2.5 minutes played so far. Gobert with a screen on Reeves. Down low. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
What a move by Gobert. Closing that open space in the pick and roll.
Doncic passes to Ayton. Back to Doncic. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. Clark, when you watch Luka Doncic play, how is he able to just control the games like he does?
He's a savant. That's all I can say. He's way ahead of himself. I mean, this guy's been a pro since he was 13 or 14 years old. There's nobody else in the NBA that's been a pro that long, I don't think. So, unique in that regard. Great size, uncanny, underrated strength. And then his vision, his pace, all of that what allows him to really not ever be sped up or out of control.
Ayton, a screen on Conley. Doncic, no good. Minnesota leading by 3. Left side, Conley. Randle outside. Pass to McDaniels. Now Edwards lets the three fly. He can't get it to go.
Well, he has not been sharp this period. Seems to be a little flustered out there, too.
Here's Ayton. Nice assist and nice finish. Solid play all the way around.
Just owning the painted area. If it's working, no need to change.
Conley passes to Edwards. For three, Randall. And Ayton pulls it down. And Reeves has got the ball here for the Los Angeles Lakers. They trail by one. Got a piece of it. Pass to Doncic. Six on the shot clock.
Luka Doncic is a superstar in this league, and he continues to build on what is going to be some kind of resume when it's all said and done. Has every tool that you need to have to be an MVP one day.
DiVincenzo, he's checked in for Minnesota. And now they lead as the free throw drops in for him.
One of the things that's really impressive about Luka Doncic is his continued growth. I mean, season to season, you see this guy working on himself, working on his mind, how he thinks the game and his body, and becoming a better athlete. That spells trouble for the league.
And he gets the bucket. Doncic has got 9.
He's somebody that's really comfortable carrying the offensive load.
And Chris Finch calls timeout here. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. Some changes now for the Lakers. James comes in for Reeves, and Smart subbed in for Doncic. And Minnesota has possession. Edwards can't hit.
Locks him up and hauls it in. Love the high activity level.
Pass to Smart. Back to James. Clock at 6. Now Vanderbilt. Goes up on the baseline. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert. The Timberwolves have got half their attempts to go. 6 of 12. Minnesota again missing.
It's tough to get open in this league, and when you do, it hurts not to capitalize.
Let's see how last year's top scorers stack up on the 2K leaderboard. The 4th spot held by Anthony Edwards.
This is a guy who never took a night off. You look at his numbers, and you know that he put in a tremendous effort every single game.
And for the Timberwolves, they're shooting 46% in the first quarter. Here's Dillingham. Rebound, the Lakers. Ayton's got 4 rebounds now. Here's James on the wing. Deflected. Here's the break. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. It's going to be on DeAndre Ayton. Minnesota shooting their 2nd and 3rd free throws tonight.
You know, they would love to post a similar percentage again this season. I mean, I think that's safe to say they'd love to shoot free throws as well as they did a year ago.
Now, here is James. No points yet. Hachimura with a screen on Randall. Out to James. Buries it down low. And there's a minute 45 left to play in the first. Here's Dillingham, defended by Smart. Randall against Vanderbilt. Randall, good. Randall's got his 2nd basket of the night.
Going towards the basket, that's when Randall's most dangerous.
Smart passes to Ayton. Out to James. Back to Ayton. He can't get that one to fall. Nice D from Reed.
So far, rebounding has been a focal point for them.
And the trend they'd love to continue right through the next 3 quarters as well.
Now, here is James. Reed with the rebound. The Timberwolves have gone 7 of 16 so far. To the wing, right side. And here's Dillingham from the arc. Sinks that one after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Pass to James. Misses the 3.
Can't get anything to go this period. Seems like he's hit a wall.
And there's the call on Rui Hachimura. That's his first foul of the game. And the Lakers will go for a different look here. Hayes is checked in for DeAndre Ayton. James comes in for Vanderbilt. The next checked in for Hachimura. And Doncic has subbed in for James. Lakers trail by 7. And here's Doncic outside. On target from range. Doncic has got 12.
Way downtown, Doncic testing the limits of his range there.
Pass to Reed. Here's Dillingham. Lots of room. That shot is off.
Total breakdown from the defense there. I mean, he'll usually take advantage when that's the case.
No shortage of scoring here at the end of the first quarter. It's Minnesota up by 4. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Minnesota.
You know, so far in this one, these guys have been knocking it down from distance. You've got to like their confidence as this game continues. They're on a nice roll.
And also the coaching staff has to love the hustle so far. Just playing with great energy, getting out and converting in transition.
And so in the game for the Lakers, we've got Austin Reeves, Jared Vanderbilt out there with Rui Hachimura. Then it's DeAndre Ayton, and it's Doncic in at the point.
Big time flush by Doncic. Man, this young fella really has a lot of game.
Minnesota in the lead. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Well, the Timberwolves, no doubt, a team to be reckoned with. Coach Chris Finch said, we come in every single night and compete. No matter what the circumstances are, we expect to win. We root for each other, so I feel like we have all the makings of a tough team.
And they have reason to be confident, Allie. Thank you. Dillingham, no good.
You know, guys, you can tell he wants to contribute more, but his teammates have picked up the slack for him. That's what being on the team is all about.
Doncic passes to Ayton. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
Drawing the defense nicely that time. Doncic with the perfectly timed pass.
The Timberwolves shooting about 43% in this one. Pass to Shannon. Reed, a screen on Reeves. Here's Shannon. Another miss by Minnesota. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Lakers. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter.
Very consistent tonight at the offensive end. Right there, he helps fuel the fire.
Minnesota's gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. McDaniels, a screen on Doncic. Dillingham, no good. The Lakers in the lead. No question, this offense has some firepower.
And they're looking very confident in all that they're doing right now.
DiVincenzo on the wing. Connects from downtown. And the elite bigs today can score posting and facing up, Clark. Can all those options make it hard to decide which way to attack?
Well, I agree with you there, and I think it's a good problem to have, quite honestly, BA. I mean, that's also, I think, where coaching and analytics comes into play. Trying to keep track of what approach is going to work best for you.
And Chris Finch calls timeout here. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Some changes for Los Angeles. LeBron, he's checked in for Vanderbilt, and Smart subbed in for Reeves. And here in the second quarter of action, just a hair under 2.5 minutes played. Pass to Shannon. Takes the 3. And Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's got 5 rebounds in the game. Hachimura with the ball. Three-pointer off the mark. Here's Shannon. Drills it from deep. Shannon Brooklyn's got 5 now.
Their defense has to do a better job of smothering those shooters.
And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Hachimura.
It just couldn't make the connection, but you appreciate their attempt at moving the ball.
Minnesota's gone 2 of 6 from distance here in the second quarter. Pass to Gobert. Here's Dillingham. Fires the 3. Doncic pulls down the board.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the boards, we're certainly seeing the effort.
And he's not going to throw it down too often, but Smart can get up there when he needs to.
And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Outside Edwards. Reed with it. Hachimura covering. Reed in the post. Working on Hachimura. Reed can't hit. For Los Angeles, they've gotten 5 of 7 shots to go in the second. James. The shot is good. Doncic making the play. Doncic has got 5 assists tonight.
You know, the defense has been very slow to adapt. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside.
It's Edwards on the wing. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. James outside. Back to Doncic. Jacks up a 3. Oh, Luka with a deep one.
Doncic always ready to let it fly once he catches it.
Here's Edwards. He's got 5. Pass to Reed, looking to end the run. And he lays it up and in.
And you like the balance here, not just falling in love with the 3 ball.
And from what we've seen so far in his career, Anthony Edwards wants to be that guy in crunch time, Clark.
Yeah, I love his mentality. Not only in that he wants to be the guy, but he also wants to elevate his teammates. And he plays the game with an exuberance and a joy and a freshness that is, you know, quite good to see. But I like his attack mentality and his willingness to step into leading his team by example at both ends of the floor.
And, you know, in this quarter, they've really brought up their shooting percentage.
Anytime your field goal percentage is in the high 50s, partner, you're doing something right.
And Chris Finch has called timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Checked in for the Lakers. Reeves comes in for Smart. And it's time to give you a look at the top 3-point shooting teams from a year ago. 4th, the Timberwolves.
I guess time will tell if they can repeat that level of success from a year ago when they were one of the best long-distance shooting teams in the league.
Hachimura against McDaniels. Pass to Conley. Five to shoot. Here's Randall. The kick out to Edwards. Over Reeves. Edwards can't hit. Los Angeles leading by 3. Doncic outside. From deep, Reeves. That one falls. Great setup by Doncic. Reeves has got his second basket on the night.
Reeves punches that one home, showing off the athleticism.
Randall against Vanderbilt. Randall, good. Randall's got 6 points.
That is super efficient, getting in deep and then taking advantage.
Doncic with it. We saw him go on a scoring rampage last game. He was unstoppable. Pass to Hachimura. Over McDaniels. And it's Hachimura missing. And we've got a whistle. He was fouling with a purpose. And in that spot, in that situation, it's got to be a transition take foul. All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Lakers.
In the early goings, their effort level has been exceptional. They're speeding around the defense and opening up options with good penetration.
You know, I also like the fact they've been really aggressive in attacking from behind the arc. They could do a lot of damage from there tonight.
McDaniels from long range. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Ayton's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Here's Doncic. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got 4 rebounds now. Here's Edwards. Powerful finish by Edwards.
Edwards just doesn't allow defenders to bottle him up. Great focus and persistence.
Doncic, good. Doncic has got 25 points in the game.
And he's carried them this quarter, a dominant offensive stretch.
Edwards, a pass to McDaniels. Gobert against Ayton. Edwards for 3. Hachimura with a rebound.
He's been just a little off the mark tonight. Really the story of the game so far.
Here's Ayton. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
You're looking at Ayton using all of his height and reach, slamming it down on a helpless defense.
Here's Conley. Rebound, the Lakers. Doncic has got rebound number 5 here tonight.
Oh, love the intensity in which they're hitting the boards.
Guys, that's been the key to their lead. I mean, simply put, the effort they've displayed on the glass has been the difference.
Fantastic decision-making. Ayton electing to move it for the high percentage look.
And here's Edwards outside. Anthony Edwards reigns one in. 8 seconds left in the second. Now here's Doncic. He got it up. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. Oh, what a performance by Luka Doncic. He has been the story for Los Angeles. Scoring, passing, imposing his will at the offensive end. We'll be right back.
And get ready for the big half-court side. They're taking about the side. Give it up for the participants.
Hey folks, welcome to the halftime show. A lead right now in this one for the Los Angeles Lakers.
I like what they're doing. Playing with physicality, they've worked hard to gain the edge in areas like rebounding.
Yeah, that's the difference in the game.
And now an opportunity to check out the old social media feed. All right, Court Cam Sam wants to know, who's the better actor between Shaq and Kenny?
Well, I think Shaq is the kind of actor that belongs on daytime television. But me, I'm built for the big screen.
Stop playing, Kenny. You know they call me Samuel L. Jackson for a reason.
Nobody calls you that.
Yeah, they do, Ernie.
And that'll do it for us. Thanks for stopping by. We'll head back down to Brian Anderson and crew for the start of the third quarter.
Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. Boy, really an incredible game here from Luka Doncic.
Yeah, tonight he's done a great job of slashing through the lane and finishing.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him, body him up, be physical with him.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. Ant is at the 2 with McDaniels playing the 3. Rudy Gobert is out there with Julius Randle. And it's Conley in at the point. So that's the lineup from Minnesota. Vanderbilt, a screen on Conley. Doncic, good.
Doncic give me the full package. Superstar for sure.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Brian, Anthony Edwards, his disposition just brightens a locker room. Coach Chris Finch said he's an absolute joy to coach. Always in a great mood with a great smile. It doesn't matter if he plays well or he doesn't. Every day he has the same approach and the same attitude.
And he wants to be great, Allie. There's no doubt about that.
And they just continue to dominate the boards.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
Out of bounds, the Timberwolves will take it.
5th in opponent offense. And they landed in the top 10 for opponent field goal percentage. They're a team that obviously values a solid team defensive effort and doesn't look to give up a lot of easy looks.
And as you were saying, they were great beyond the arc, stretching out opposing defenses, giving opponents headaches. Here's Randle. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. And if you're just joining us, we've played just over a minute here in the third. Pass to Hachimura from behind the arc. They grab their own miss. Doncic. And the layup is good off the glass. And now a 9-point Laker lead.
Well, he's demanding the ball. He wants it, and he's coming through. I mean, you can see why his teammates trust him down the stretch, guy.
The 3, Randle. That won't go either for Randle.
Clearly out of sync to begin this half. 0 for their first 3 attempts.
You know, a reliable veteran like Julius Randle is so valuable. He provides a foundation for everyone else to play off of because they know he'll be there to score and help out. He makes it easier for other players to succeed around him.
And Chris Finch calls timeout here. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. Here's a look now at who shot the ball the best during last season's campaign. In the third spot, Rudy Gobert.
So consistent from the floor. He shot it at a great clip last season.
Randle, the pass to Conley. Now Gobert. It's Edwards on the wing. Picked by Gobert. Edwards finds Gobert, and it's Gobert in the comfort zone.
You know, after starting 0 for 3 this half, they finally get one down.
Outside Vanderbilt. Inside, here's Ayton. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
Since halftime, they have been efficient and effective, making Coach very happy.
Boy, I like the disposition and attitude since halftime. They're patiently looking for good shots.
Picked by Gobert. The 3. And it's Anthony Edwards with the 3. Edwards got 13 now.
Edwards loves those long-range bombs. He's a confident shooter.
Left side Reeves. There's the 3. That one falls. Great setup by Doncic. Doncic has got assist number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Here's Conley. And Reeves pulls it down.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
That's his shot, and one I'm sure he wants back.
And it's McDaniels off the drive. Hachimura with the defensive effort. And Doncic has got the ball here for Los Angeles. 12-point lead, their biggest of the game. A shot by Reeves, no good. For Minnesota, they've gotten only 2 of 7 shots to go in the third quarter. And the basket by Edwards.
Edwards is rolling right now. If I'm his teammates, he's getting the rock every time.
Doncic with it. He's picked up by Edwards. Outside Reeves. Pass to Hachimura. Back to Reeves. Doncic on the wing. Shot clock at 6. Spins. Over Edwards. And again, the Lakers, no good. Timberwolves trail by 10. McDaniels with it. Takes a 3. Hachimura with a rebound. Doncic on the wing, guarded by Edwards. And so it looks like the Lakers will retain possession here.
Great read to get a hand in there and disrupt the play.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
DiVincenzo, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. Dillingham comes in for Mike Conley. And the Lakers also making a switch. James is checked in. And the call will be against Austin Reeves. That's his first foul. For three, DiVincenzo. And Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. James, left side. Over McDaniels. And it's good. Off the back rim and in. James has gotten his second bucket.
I guess the defense was not expecting the quick release. LeBron can get it up and down in a hurry, though.
Here's Dillingham. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Ayton's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. And Doncic launches from deep. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Randall. And Los Angeles making a change here. James is checked in. The rebound by Shannon.
Well, you know, this is what happens. You can't afford to lose concentration even for a nanosecond.
And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. More and more, we're seeing international players come into the league who are NBA ready, Grant.
It really is a sight to see, BA. And some of those guys start playing pro ball when they're 16 or 17 years old. It toughens you up real quick playing against older competition at that age.
Boy, the upside DiVincenzo has is obvious. I mean, now it's up to him to continue working on his game and keep getting better.
In order to create effective spacing, you need enough guys on the floor that can hit from downtown.
Pass to Dillingham. Puts up a three. And Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's got rebound number 11. Hachimura sets a screen. James passes to James. Off target from outside.
Just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Here's Shannon. Sweet little floater. Shannon's got 7.
Boy, that was a sweet-looking teardrop. There's very little defense for that.
Deflects the pass. Ooh, Gobert with a steal. Jumps up. And the finish on the break with the slam.
I think DiVincenzo is at his best in the open court because he's got tremendous speed.
James passes to Ayton. The rebound by the Timberwolves. And there's the call on Rui Hachimura. That's his 3rd foul in the game. Reed's checked in for Rudy Gobert. And Minnesota with possession here. 11-point game. Here's Dillingham, guarded by Doncic. Pass to Randall. Here's Dillingham, outside Reed. Here's Shannon, checked by James. Just 5 to shoot. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. The lead now cut to single digits. He's got 5.
Off-ball preparation paying off for Reed. He was just waiting for that pass.
Now James, 4-3. And there's James on the assist from James.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
Back to DiVincenzo. Pass to Shannon. Now Reed is covered by Ayton. The shot from 20 feet out. LeBron with the rebound.
It's clear he's totally out of sync. The team needs to rethink its strategy around what to do with him.
Shot clock and game clock, 1 second differential. There's the triple. Connects again from distance.
And he's hit thousands of threes in the league. Oh, my.
Inching closer to 5th place on the career triples list. Randall can't hit. And so it's Los Angeles, up 14 as we wrap up the quarter. Defense is setting the tone. More 2K action in just a moment. There have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. On the court for the Lakers to start the fourth. They've got Connect, Marcus Smart out there with Luka Doncic. Then there's James, and it's Hayes in at the 5, roaming the paint.
Good passing to set that up. Teamwork on display.
Pass to Connect, beyond the arc. That's good, and it's Smart with the assist.
A dozen consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
And guys, now that they're rolling from out there, the defense has to really get up into them. You've got to almost be in their jerseys to try to deny those looks.
Here's Shannon, and the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And just a crafty move to get free for the dunk.
Yeah, he's not just trying to score. He's trying to embarrass someone.
Yeah, he was one step ahead of them the entire way.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
And their offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
With a 9-footer. Misses off the left iron. Timberwolves trail by 13. To the left side wing. Here's Shannon. Rebounded by the Lakers. Doncic has got rebound number 8 now. Three-pointer. And the Timberwolves making a change here. Ingles is checked in. The Lakers also with a sub. Hachimura's checked in. The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 4 in the fourth and looking confident on offense. Reed for 3. Sinks it from distance.
This is a big part of Reed's value. I mean, he's proficient from deep, and he's got a quick trigger, too.
It's James on the wing. James can't get that one to fall. The Timberwolves have gotten 4 of 5 attempts to fall so far in the fourth. Pass to Shannon. Oh, he gets it to fall, and that makes it just a single-digit deficit. Shannon's got 6 in the quarter.
He's come out here in the second half and done a nice job moving, getting good looks, and finding his range.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
Here's Shannon. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in.
So wide open there. He said, why not? That's like a warm-up shot for him.
Yes! He still got it! LeBron!
In attack mode. We've seen this from James now for what, 2 decades?
Here's Dillingham, guarded by Doncic. Pass to Shannon. The 3-ball. It's rebounded by Los Angeles.
After hitting 1 3 in the first half, he's been unable to dial in from deep since then.
And here's James. Double team on James. The baseline, Jay. Hits the front of the rim and out.
You got to move past that one. I mean, they'd want him to take that again.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
Reed, good.
They found strong offensive footing in the open court.
Yeah, and for them to reduce the lead, they should keep the pace brisk. I mean, that's how they've generated the highest quality shots.
Luka, get off me.
Even for Doncic, this is a big night in the scoring column, giving his fans their money's worth and then some.
DiVincenzo, the pass to Ingles. Over to the left wing. Pass to Shannon. 5 on the clock. The kick out to Ingles. Out of bounds. It'll be Lakers ball.
Part of passing the rock, it's calculating risk and reward. I don't think that was a great decision.
And the Timberwolves going with a whole new group out there. DeAndre Ayton, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Reeves comes in for Smart.
Luka with so many physical gifts, taking flight right there.
Timberwolves trail by 11. Outside Edwards. McDaniels inside. James is there.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
You know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
Ooh, lots of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws will follow that whistle.
Conley just keeps producing. He's the ultimate professional.
And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Lakers.
Well, throughout this game, they've been lighting it up from mid-range. I love seeing that. They've made that the focus of their offense, and it's really paid off.
Yeah, all game long, they've been also playing well inside in the paint. Lots of points are coming their way thanks to them attacking the interior.
And Chris Finch has called timeout. He wants to make sure they're purposeful with the game plan.
Protecting the rim has to be their top objective right now.
Yeah, you know, just look at the numbers, guys. I mean, they are being taken to the woodshed in the paint.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what Chris Finch was going over with his team. They took a laid-back approach to the huddle, telling the team everyone thinks this game is over, so just go out there and let it rip. Let's see what we can do. And I think the players love that message.
And Allie, thanks.
They are just owning the boards right now.
And that's been the key to this league. I mean, they've really dominated the glass.
Outside Reeves. To the inside. And stolen by Gobert. Knocks it loose. And it's the Lakers on the break. Pass to Ayton. Oh, he drains it. His 6th make and 9 tries so far.
Grown man strength right there. Ayton just pushing through contact and getting it done.
And here's Edwards outside. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Hachimura's got 5 rebounds in the game. Vanderbilt, a screen on Conley. The 3 from Ayton. And again, another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He has been one step ahead of the defense all game long. And here's Edwards outside. Vanderbilt pulls it in. Vanderbilt's got rebound number 8 now. Left side Reeves. This one for 3. Randall pulls down the board. Randall's got 5 rebounds in the game. McDaniels got room. Minnesota again missing. They can take their time if they want.
Yes, you have to regroup. Make sure you get a good shot.
Ayton, a screen on Edwards. And here's Doncic outside. It's rebounded by Minnesota.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely. And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes. And they had an advantage tonight. Came out sharp and did what was needed. Nice win here for the Lakers.
Their unbelievable shooting was probably the biggest difference tonight, but they also got stops.
Yeah, great effort on both ends. Now, they worked for good shots, and they were stingy defensively as well, but just really impressive.
And so this win marks their first victory of the new year.
Well, these teams meet 3 more times, so it has to feel great to take the first contest. It gives you a mental edge going forward against the Timberwolves.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Luka Doncic.
Boy, the way he orchestrated the pace was impressive. I mean, moved the ball around, made good things happen with the pass. Well done.
Substitution on court.
Pass to DiVincenzo. Back to Miller. Here's the 3. Knocks it down from distance. 24 seconds left in the 4th quarter. For 3, James. Yet another assist. The chemistry he has with his guys is impressive.
I mean, keeping his head on a swivel, actively seeking out his teammates, incredible.
So we see the Lakers taking the W here. To walk into enemy territory and deliver a performance like that, that says a lot about this squad.
They really came in looking confident and didn't let anything shake them. This is what a dominant team looks like.
And now let's check in with Allie LaForce with the player of the game. Allie.
Luka, yes, another victory for you, but the games will keep coming. So what's the most important thing for this team to establish?
I mean, compete, you know, the way we compete today from the start till the end. The game is never over, and just compete.
Well, you put together a full game tonight, and it paid off, guys.
Allie, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Allie LaForce, Clark Kellogg, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson saying thank you for watching the NBA, brought to you by 2K Sports. And we present the player of the game, Luka Doncic.
Coming up next, the Nets taking on the Bucks. For the Nets, they've tipped off the season with back-to-back losses. A win tonight would give them something to build on. Bucks, Nets, just moments away right after this. Welcome to 2K Sports Live Saturday night coverage of the NBA. Thanks for tuning in. With Greg Anthony and Brett Barry, this is Kevin Harlan. We'll be hearing from David Aldridge on the sideline. Looking now at the lineups for both teams tonight, some names out of action.
And here early in the season, these two teams trying to overcome the injuries and hopefully get healthier down the stretch.
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Turner is out there with Antetokounmpo. Then there's Kyle Kuzma. Then it's Gary Trent. And it's Porter in at the 1 spot. And for Brooklyn. And this season's still very young. Greg, what are you looking forward to this year?
Well, Kevin, I'm always interested in the rookies, seeing which guys step up. The leap to the NBA can be a huge one, so you never know what will happen with some of these young players.
And so off the tip, it's Brooklyn. The kick out to Porter. Paxton, a screen on Trent. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It goes on Giannis Antetokounmpo. Brooklyn shooting their first free throws of the night.
Shooting 2.
The first one falls. Now, Greg, it took 40 years, but the Bucks finally won their second NBA title back in 2021.
Yeah, and Kareem leading that 71 squad. Giannis was the man in 2021, averaging 35 and 13 during the finals, closing out the Suns with that 50-piece in Game 6.
Brooklyn with the ball. Giannis Antetokounmpo making his last shot. Yes, that goes in.
And look, he's not the best athlete, but he's able to create the space he needs to operate.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thanks very much. Was able to talk with Jordy Fernandez for a minute. I asked him how he'll try to handle Giannis Antetokounmpo tonight. And Coach remarked, handle? You can't handle Giannis. We'll give him different looks and clogged lanes, but really all we can do is pray his shot isn't falling. There's nothing wrong with asking for a little divine intervention on defense tonight, I guess. Guys?
Thank you, David. Now, here's Porter. Boy, he was something else against San Antonio.
Well, that's just enough defensive pressure on him to throw off that shot. I bet he gets a good look at it next time and hits it.
Williams' shot is off. Bucks have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Porter kicks to Trent. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
And Trent, the majority of his shots are going to come from distance.
Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
That's nice vision there. You see that pass, you make the feed before the defense has a chance to react, and that opens up a much better opportunity to score.
Antetokounmpo finds Porter. Screen by Antetokounmpo. To the middle with the shot. And the basket good. A bank shot that time. Antetokounmpo's got 6.
And I like that. Giannis slowing down just a little bit, in control there.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Inside, here's Trent. That one's no good. That makes some 1 for 2.
There's a little bit of pressure on him, but not enough to cause him to miss a shot that's in that close.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. And that one falls for Williams. Nets trail by 3. And we got a timeout here called by Jordi Fernandez. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. Let's pause to take a look at the teams that were tops in field goal percentage last season. In fourth, the Bucks.
Hard to shoot the ball any better than they did. I mean, they weren't the best in the league, but, man, they were right there.
And there's the call on Kevin Porter. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, clearly struggling here with the foul. Still early. And just one more will put him over the limit.
From past the arc, cranes the three-pointers. 7 points in the game. About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Trent, right side. Turner passes to Antetokounmpo. 6 on the shot clock. Porter, no luck. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. And he finishes nicely on the way.
Porter Jr. moving the ball well. Nice to have a wing player help to be a facilitator.
And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now. Free throw good. Porter. Mann's checked in for Brooklyn. The Bucks also with the sub. Taurean Prince. He's checked in for Trent. And Porter drops them both.
And one of those guys who fell in the draft the year he came out due to injury. Porter healed up and has taken the lead by storm.
And Claxton throws it down.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Well, just seeking out weaknesses in the defense and then exploiting it.
Kevin, he is tough to stop when he gets to the rim.
Yeah, Greg, he can get up a few notches higher. The shot's good.
This is what makes Giannis such an elite player, his ability to score in those difficult situations down low with lots of bodies around.
You know, you were talking about Giannis. He can put up 30.